Hello everyone, welcome to Forgotten Spearhawking Props. My name is Team Bulger, and today we are going to be doing a review on the New Ray Sun Harbinger of Hell from Spear Halloween 2015. Now this is an animatronic that I've never thought I would ever get, and I'll explain the backstory of how I got this guy, because I didn't get him in 2015 in case you're wondering, and I'll explain when and where I got him. So it was around, for years I noticed this specific one at my Spear Halloween location for years. I would say since 2017 I've seen this Harbinger of Hell at my local spirit location for years, just sitting there in the box. And I was like, maybe one day I'll get him, but I don't know. I don't know. So because he was kind of expensive, so I was just kind of like, all right, well maybe the next year if he's still around, I'll get him. And then he was in 2018. He was in his box, and of course it was the same one. I can tell just by the box that it's the same one because of that little piece of paper right there. So I was just kind of like, all right, maybe I'll get him. And then instead I got Demonica. So I'm like, oh well, I guess I can't get this guy. So, and then in 2019 I saw his box again, and I'm like, wow, no one has bought him. So I decide, I'm like, all right, well, if I don't get any other animatronic, if I don't decide to get anything else, I will definitely get him. So then, a few weeks go by, and he was set up on display, and I'm like, no way, wow, I haven't seen this guy up front for in person for a while, and I was really surprised. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get him. So I asked an employee, I said, hey, how much is this guy? Because they didn't have a price thing next to him, and they said, oh, he's 200. I'm like, but he was 200 4 years ago. And they're like, oh yeah, well he still works, so we're putting him at 200. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I'm like, all right, well I'll see if I can buy him. I don't know if I'm going to. I might wait until the 50% off sale. So I did, and he was still there. He was still there. They put him back in the box, and then I'm like, I think I'm getting him. So before anyone else took him, I decided to get him, and I paid about 130 something. It was I think it was 137 or something, which is still pretty expensive for this guy. But so I brought him home, and I tested him out, and there is some sort of, the gear in his mouth is very messed up. There is something wrong in his mouth. There's a broken gear or something like that, because whenever his mouth moves, it's super loud. It's like a little click clackety noise. It's like a every time and the mouth synchronization was never the best for any of these. So it's even worse when after it's done saying its phrases, it will still continue for 3 seconds. Yeah, that's the really disappointing part. But it didn't. It was just a kind of clackety noise, and I'm like, well, everything else works pretty much. The eyes light up inside the mouth. There's a little light right there, if you can see that. That works too. And of course the light, his staff works. It lights up, which is really cool because there's a little connector wire right here, so that's pretty cool. And also, he points as well. But I'm not sure, is it supposed to be straight, or is it supposed to be kind of turning a little bit? I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like that, but I thought I always remember him pointing straight. Anyway, his hood is in okay condition. It's not that great, because of the Velcro stuff or whatever it's called ripped up, so now it's stuck on here, and so whenever because his head's very shaky, the hood just falls off, but it hasn't fell off yet. I'm not even gonna touch it. So, but anyway, if you're wondering if what I'm gonna do with this guy, I want to let you guys know that I am doing a little trade. I'm gonna be trading this off with Limb Ripper. So I'm gonna be doing a little trade in a few days. So I thought might as well make a review out of this guy while I can, because I am gonna be trading him off with Limb Ripper. So I won't be seeing this guy anymore, but it's always good to do a nice review on him. I am gonna miss him. He was really cool. It doesn't bother me that much because I've only had him for so I only had him since November 1st. I have the receipt with me too somewhere. I better go check where that is. But here's the inside of his box. His box size is a plain size. It's not that big. It's a pretty plain size. And if you're wondering what that box right there is I'm going to be doing an unboxing on my channel showing you guys what prop that is, because it's an animatronic, once again, that I didn't think I would get. So anyway, in here I put some packing material because I am going to do a meetup in a little bit, and I'm going to be, packing this up. But let me get them on. Let me talk about the detail first, in case you're wondering. So let me show you guys the box first. So here's kind of the box. There's a lot of tape on it. It's not damaged or anything like that. It's just a bunch of tape. The reason why it says Decor right there, I think it's because he was on display. Decor on there is because I think he was on display, and they just put it there. But yeah, you can see it's a little dusty because I've been having it in my garage. Here's the back. Now this is when Spirit in the middle designing their boxes. You can see it's not the slimy writing, and it's not the white grayish writing. It's the it's just the green writing, because they kind of changed it in 2015. They went from the slimy writing to the green writing to now it's the white writing with the white fog. Yeah, so his original price, oh, the box is a little messed up right here, but it's not too big of a deal. The box is in pretty good condition, I would say, because he has been in like storage units and all that from being stored for years and years after no one bought him except me. I bet he would still be at the store because no one was getting him, which I'm surprised because I feel like a lot of people want this guy nowadays. But his original price was $200, and that's how much they asked for him until November, and I'm like, Jesus. And the box is very, it's a different kind of box from, the Spear Pops nowadays, because they're like more soft. This one's kind of hard, but I'll go ahead and get him on. But I do like his box. Pretty good size. It's a really nice size for especially something this big. He's like 6 feet tall, so I'm like right. That's how tall I am, and he's hovering a little bit over me. But for something this big, I mean, he can, he stretches out really, really big. So, and if you're wondering what this thing is, it's like a little. If I lift this up, it's a little. Let me get the staff out of the way. It's a little pole, right here. You can see it's basically like a seasonal vision setup. If you know what I mean. If you have a seasonal visions prop or you know what seasonal visions is, it's like a seasonal vision setup basically. And as you can see, it's like, yeah, it's basically like a pull into place kind of thing. If you get what I mean. Just gonna put this. Okay. Actually, no, I'll leave it with it. Yeah, it's basically like a seasonal visions pull into place thing. But let me go ahead and I'll plug them in for you guys. And this adapter is insane. It is very long, as you can see from this. So, yeah, it's very, very, very big. I mean, very long. See? Look at that. And it stretches, like, it's a very strong adapter as well. But let me go ahead and plug him in, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I plugged him in. All I need to do is switch him on. Now I'll show you guys what he has. If I can grab it, there's a flashlight in here. Yeah, there's a flashlight in here. I can show you guys what his how he works. So going here. Here's his speaker right here. It's a really nice speaker. The speaker works very, very well. He has an on which on basically means it's like a constant mode. It's constantly on. He doesn't stop, and I'll show you guys that. And he has, if my can focus, he has an on, a try me, and a sensor. I just turn it off in the try me sensor. I don't have, the try me mode. Although I don't have any step pad or anything like that. And he has a sensor, which I typically use. So let me go ahead and turn that on. And let the loud mouth begin. Here we go. See, he is super, super loud. I mean, God, this camera can't focus at all. Oh my God, focus. All right, anyway, yeah, it's not focusing. If I get the light on. Here we go. See, that's how crazy, insane loud his mouth is. And when he was on display, last year, he was working fine. Like he was working perfectly. Yeah, so sorry about that. But yeah, he was working perfectly fine. And then it wasn't until I got him and I set him up, then his mouth started to do that. I think what happened is that his mouth stopped moving. No, his mouth started making that noise, and then like, oh my God, we can't sell him like that. So then we're like, let's just put him in the box and then lie that he works. Yeah, I'm also my sister's in the background, so she's just kind of playing around. But here's his little face. So that's very, very loud, and he has one more phrase, but I'm gonna do it a few more times. And here's the sensor right here. It works okay. So he works. His mouth moves pretty normally. His mouth moves normally, but it's that noise that's probably gonna make it worse, to be honest. So, but he works, and I guess somewhat works, and his sensor works all right. I mean, it's not the best, but if you can see right there, sensor works. It's not the best. You just kind of be a little bit closer. If you walk by here, it'll work pretty well, I think. See, yeah, it's not the best, but you know. See, it makes me laugh every time I film that because of how crazy loud it is. I mean, I got an untimely death statue a year ago, and it was loud, but it wasn't as loud as what's going on in that head. So, anyway, but the detail on this guy is very, very nice. I really love his detail. There it goes. And his coat is very nice too. It's very detailed. If you think it's not detailed, if I back up, it just looks like he's wearing a red coat. But if you like walk up to it, it's also yellow and it's kind of orange too with his hood right here. But the coat is very detailed because it has like yellow, and then also on his chest area there's a little bit of black as well. If you can see that right there, a little bit of black. So yeah, and I think that might do it for this review. I know a lot of people did not like him when he came out. I think it was just because they said he was boring and he didn't do that much, and then he just didn't do that much. But to me, I think he's really cool because of his, detail wise, especially on his face. You can see all the marks on his face. If you can see that, if I go closer, there's a bunch of marks, and yeah. And he's very detailed. But let me go turn on the on. What the heck happened? Oh, here we go. What happened? Into the heart of darkness itself. So if I switch him on the on thing, he'll just go constantly on. Here we go. I better turn him off soon. See, yeah, he's constantly going on. Yeah, see? He's just going constantly on right now. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to be making more videos on this channel. If you guys want to subscribe to me, my channel is known as Teen Vlogger. If you want to check me out. But yeah. Anyway, guys. Alright, I better turn them off. Alright. You won't be long now. Okay. Alright, he's off. Ooh. Oh man. It's a bunch of work. I'm getting sweaty now. But anyway. So thank you guys for watching. My channel is known as Teen Vlogger if you guys want to check me out. And I hope you guys enjoyed this review. And I am gonna miss this guy because I've had him only for a few, like almost for a year. But it was really cool to get this guy for cheap. If I ever buy him again, he's probably gonna be really expensive. So, and I'm going to be getting a limb ripper, and I'm pretty excited about that too. And I'll make a review on that as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And yeah, see you guys.